I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, this is Michelle, and this is our topic of the week.
New theme song.
I never know whether I should put that in before or after the movie. Or just cut it out entirely.
Yeah, all you just do is put the topic of the week over the sound effect. You don't have to put the music.
I don't know that. Okay.
The words.
What's our topic this week,
You
guys?
should let him edit. Things we're embarrassed to buy.
Yes.
We're embarrassed to buy.
Get excited.
If this topic is intriguing to you, then keep watching. If it's not, send us your own topic in the comments below.
Yes.
Also support us on Patreon at patreon.com/withoutparolegames. And if for some reason you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe to us at youtube.com/withoutparolegames.
Ba-ding.
Thank you. And yeah, send us your true and false list at facebook.com/withoutparolegames.
Ba-ding.
Answers separately.
Yeah.
Or at least at the very, very bottom of the email.
Very
Way
bottom.
down the bottom, yeah.
Way down the bottom.
Way down.
So these are things. These are things we're embarrassed to buy.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
What about like? Oh, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I just thought of something as I'm looking over here in this area. What about like a bunch of just junk food all at once? Is that ever embarrassing when you just come up, you get like a cart full of nothing but shitty food for
And you're like,
you?
how dare you're not even at the register yet, and you're like, how dare he judge me?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know, as you're putting up like the cheeses and the microwave popcorn.
And it makes you wonder,
like,
should I buy what I'm
man.
buying, you know?
Yeah.
It's almost
I
like a
got
safety
2
net.
Red Bulls instead of 1. I don't know.
Yeah, well, and the same holds true for like when I'm like in the drive-thru at Burger King.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, can I get the 2 for $5 extra long cheeseburgers? They're like, sure, that'll be. I'm like, nope. I also want the 2 for $5 original chicken sandwich. Can you put cheese on those? Sure, that'll be. Nope. Can I also get a large order of onion rings?
Ooh,
Sure,
can we get
that'll
Burger
be.
King for dinner?
Oh, maybe.
And then you pull up and they're like, hello, everyone.
Yep.
Oh.
And it's just me.
And you're like, okay, just give it here.
See, I don't get that at drive-thrus though, because you never know at drive-thrus. You could be going home to feed your family of 6.
Right. Or just me.
Or 6.
Well, but they don't know. They don't need to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
So
but
it's like-
still,
or
it's
false.
still embarrassing. It's still embarrassing to buy. Like they might not be judging you because they probably see this crap all the time. But but
You're like, I'm judging me.
I'm judging
I'm
me for
judging
sure.
me.
Halfway through
Yeah.
ordering, you're like, do I need all of this? And you're like, no, I might need more than this.
Yeah.
And I don't eat
might
fast
even
food very often, so when I do, it's like let's pile the crap
Just
on.
do
Might
it.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Could go for some
that's funny.
McDonald's
I
right
don't
now.
even think.
I go for almost anything right now. I haven't eaten like all day.
Yeah.
Did I even eat today?
But the first, you know what the funny thing is? The first thing I thought of when we came up with this topic was, I remember when I was living in Tennessee. Well, I had I was living with my now obviously ex, and it was birthday time, so I went and got my ex a PlayStation 2, and his favorite game, Brittany's Dance Beat.
Nice.
Now, here's the problem. The problem is like the game store I used to hang out at all the time. Like I would go in like once a week.
Yeah.
And the guys that worked there, I think one was the owner, the other was an
knew
employee.
you.
They knew me. We were like real friendly. Obviously, it became a thing.
Yeah.
And like whether I bought something or not, I'd go in once a week just to catch up with them and talk. And they like respected like the fact that I had like such a vast video game knowledge, history, and stuff. And like
you could hold a conversation with them about it.
right?
Yeah.
And like it was basically like we'd have a podcast there once a week. We just weren't filming it for anybody.
Yeah.
And so we just geek out and I'd usually buy like one game a week or something, and it was great. So we developed this rapport.
Yeah.
And then one week I go in
Walk
and
of
I'm like,
shame.
I'm like, hey guys, I need a PlayStation 2 there. Don't you already have one? I was like, it's not for me. And I was like, I also need this. And they were like, and that's not for you either. I was like, I love Britney Spears. Now here's the thing, Britney's Dance Beat, in all fairness,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
You knew it. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's there's an awesome 2-player mode, and there's only like 4 or 5 Britney songs on there, and it's
Was it a
Hit Me,
thing?
Baby,
Was
One
it
More
a
Time?
motion dance thing with the move?
it was almost God, I want to say you used the controller,
Yeah.
but it was sort of like Dance Dance Revolution, but if you use the controller. What other games am I trying to think of here? Like Parappa the Rapper, I guess, is similar.
You gotta
Like,
different things with the controller.
There'd be like this circle that was spinning in like different.
You have to hit whatever move at the time.
Yeah,
as it
like
was
you have to
going.
hit X, circle, try.
Oh,
like,
all right.
At
All right,
the
those
right
can be
time
fun.
in time.
All right, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of like amplitude or frequency, I guess, in
Yeah.
that way.
Isn't that like a Guitar Hero-ish kind of?
Totally.
Simon
Yeah.
says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it
Bop
was
it.
just this thing in rhythm, and
Yes.
and it was Brittany, and it was you could play through the whole game in about 20
It's
minutes.
Brittany, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't like Britney Spears, but I mean, it was still fun to play the
Yeah.
songs. Like,
Yeah.
We're not judging you.
Yeah.
but
well,
no, but I was judging me excessively,
Yeah.
and so were they
yeah.
when I had to kind of ruin my
believe
gamer cred. So yeah, I was
Cred.
definitely embarrassed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, since then I've been a proud owner of Hannah Montana, the movie, the game. Probably the most fun video game I've ever played.
Hannah
What?
Montana,
Yep.
really? Is that the
You've said this before too.
real?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not lying about it.
All right. I guess
Yeah,
I'll try
I played
Don't
it
tell
just for
anyone
the
if I
platinum
try it.
trophy.
What makes it so?
It's gone forever. This happened yesterday. It's happened today.
It may happen tomorrow. Who
Right?
knows?
It's obviously not meant to be.
Damn it,
Yeah. Goodbye,
dude.
So yeah, Hannah Montana, the movie, the game. I will tell you, it may be an embarrassing trophy to have on my trophy list, but an easy platinum.
Thank you.
Like they're just interchangeable. You can use any cap on any bottle. That's bullshit.
I don't know.
Well, you know what's funny is
I guess.
I dropped my cap and I picked up a blue cap and used it, so it wasn't even the right cap. I don't even know where mine went.
No, it's yeah.
But the one I dropped yesterday, I picked up the wrong one. Another one I dropped today is over there, and it's the same.
They're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like
Well, at
guitar
least there's
picks.
one down there when I drop one again. Tomorrow,
Well,
maybe.
what are you
Next week.
embarrassed by?
You know, it's tough to say because it doesn't matter. At my age, I'm just kind of... It seems like I've gone through all that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, not maybe stuff that you were previously embarrassed
Previously,
about.
all right, the one thing that popped into my mind is, and I'm sure you've done it, is when you're old enough to buy porn magazines and you needed and wanted to buy them, so you just like, fuck. And you went to one that was not in your town, you know, right? You went kind of far away.
Yeah.
I drove to the airport just to buy
Oh,
these.
you would. You go to-
I took a vacation.
right?
They have a lot of the
Try to go
airport.
in an obscure time, and then you kind of like, okay, I can. This and this, go to goodbye. You know, don't judge me.
I need this and 3 other things that I don't actually need. I really just
Yeah,
try
you
to
didn't
cover
even look
that
at
up.
what you bought until you got in the car, and you're like, all right, yeah. Oh, I like, fuck, now I got to go back.
Can I get a return?
I'm not into this.
I remember being, God, I want to say 12 years old. Mm-hmm. I mean, 12.
Yeah.
And going down the street with my buddy John, I think. And we went and we were talking the whole way there. Like we want to buy, you know, a penthouse
we're
or a
gonna do
hustler.
this, yeah.
And he's like, you look older than me. And I was like, no, I didn't look old until I was like probably 20.
No.
And at that point I only looked like I was 15. So so I don't know how young we looked, but we looked fucking young as all
You
hell.
were clearly. Yeah.
And I remember roaming around that gas station for probably 20 minutes while he waited outside.
Oh.
And I was waiting the whole time
we were
just
like
for
inside.
oh yeah, I was
You're like
walking up and down the
McLovin.
aisles.
Yeah.
You were so nervous.
Liquor store.
So nervous, waiting for there to be no one at the checkout counter. Right? Waiting for there to be no one that would come up behind me at the checkout
Yeah.
counter.
Yeah,
Waiting
yeah.
to make sure I had that place to myself. She probably thought I was going to rob her with a slingshot because
Yeah,
I was
really.
12. And I finally walked up and I was like, and I put like a pack of gum or something up on the counter. I was like, and I also want that hustler. And she looked at me and said, absolutely not. And I said, you can't blame me for trying. She's like,
But I waited so long for this.
and she tried to ring up the gum, and I said, you know what? I actually don't need the gum. That was it. That was my one attempt.
Yeah.
And I didn't
I
try.
guess that's embarrassing.
I didn't try to buy porn again until I was like probably 24, and I went to Gallo Video.
Gallo.
Yeah.
Where everyone that goes in there is buying porn.
Yeah, they have like a normal VHS or DVD area out in front, but then but it's empty. No one's in
Yeah.
it.
No one.
Everyone's in the back room.
Yeah.
So
I haven't been in the Gallo in like 10 years at least.
Oh yeah,
And it used to be, oh yeah, you go in the back and there was everyone, you know?
since the
flash-
internet became a thing.
Yeah.
Gallo Video. How do they stay in business?
Right? I know, it's
Blockbuster.
crazy, but they still somehow are. They're selling flags and like porn videos. You drive by and all you see is the
Everything you need.
Yeah, really. I
But
guess
they also sell toys and stuff like sex toys and things.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so I guess if you're having a bridal shower or something, like then it's.
I get a flashback of your story a few episodes back of you bringing a piece of porn home to your mom.
Oh,
Did you?
Such a random story. I love
It
that.
was so random.
Oh,
That was
very
good.
Yep.
Definitely go back and check out our magazine topic of the week.
Magazine topic. That was a good topic. Yeah, right?
Who knew it was gonna be so
all right?
Who
Yeah.
knew?
No shit.
What else were we
man.
embarrassed to buy? I mean, like, obviously there's like the typical things like condoms and lube and
Sex
stuff.
toys.
Sex toys.
Right.
That's all typical.
I've never ever bought a sex toy ever.
Ever.
Never.
Okay.
No.
See, it's not that embarrassing to buy though, because you usually go to like a sex store to buy it, so they're already kind of expecting you to
Otherwise,
want
why are you
something
here?
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's not unless
Yeah.
you're like going to Spencer's Gifts and
Spencer Gifts, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just not that embarrassing though.
And again, it's when I was young, all this stuff seemed embarrassing.
Yeah,
You know,
it
I
just
was embarrassed
changes.
to buy condoms. I was embarrassed to buy lube. I was embarrassed by all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then once you hit a certain age,
You just don't care what anyone thinks
Yeah,
anymore.
you
Really.
really
shit.
just
Yeah.
don't
It's like,
care.
yeah.
You almost wonder like how you like wasted so much time caring at
Right?
all.
Yeah. That's actually very true.
Although something more recent happened to me. I had to buy a headlight for my Jeep, I'm kind of terrified to go into like
auto
consumer
store.
auto parts or whatever because I don't know anything about vehicles.
Yeah.
I know what I drive, but if it breaks down, if the
You're not
gas
a
tank
mechanic?
doesn't say E, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, me too. Yeah.
Great Mitch Hedberg joke. Can't take credit for that. He's like,
Noted.
what did he say? He's like, if I get in my car and it doesn't start, he's like, I'm concerned that there's a killer after me.
Dogs are always in push-up position. Was that the other thing he said?
Yeah.
And
We're
his Dr.
ruining
Acula. Yeah. Do you remember? Don't ever
You're,
go to
you're
see
butchering
Dr.
Mitch
Acula.
right now.
That's all we're doing is
Yeah.
butchering Mitch Hedberg jokes.
Yeah.
You should be embarrassed.
I went to a doctor. All he did was draw blood. Don't go see Dr. Acula.
Yeah. That's so good.
So we apologize to the dearly deceased Mitch.
Yes.
But even worse to all of his fans.
Oh yeah. Indeed.
Let's just go watch some Mitch Hedberg. That's way better than this topic.
Yeah, really.
But so I had to. One of my headlights went out.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I know what kind of Jeep I drive. I should be able to walk in there and be like, hey, bud, like a man.
Just need one of these.
Hey, man, just need a headlight for this make and
man.
model.
Yep.
The Jeep.
An R2Z 38. You know?
Goddamn, 37 years old. I haven't felt like a man yet in my life.
I hear you.
Right? I feel like a teenager who hasn't quite figured out life.
Right.
Constantly.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Constantly.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like I should be. I look like I should be embarrassed, but I don't care. You know how many times I've had to buy tampons and all that kind of bullshit.
See, and I wanted to say that too, and I'm like, that's not even embarrassing either, though.
It was very much. The very first time, I was probably 16 or 17. Back then
When
it
you
was
needed
different.
them?
It was probably maxi pads or something like that.
When he first got his
When you
period.
first needed them?
When
What
I
are we
first-
getting at right
Well,
now?
I didn't know what to do. I figured shove cotton in there.
Right.
That was my first thought. But back then maybe a little embarrassed. But
Haven't you ever gone to like Victoria's Secret or anything to buy like your girlfriend's sexy lingerie or something?
back in high school days, yeah,
Yeah.
that was a little embarrassing. Yeah.
Oh, I think my first Victoria's Secret trip was kind of embarrassing because they size you, your bra size.
They're like, huh, okay.
Yeah, they'll just come right in that dressing room with you, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. So that was a little awkward.
Are they hiring?
Yeah, right.
I just want to go shopping.
Right.
Come on in, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would be pretty embarrassing.
Actually,
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
embarrassing.
yeah.
What if you went to go buy underwear and some dude's like,
Just thinking that. You beat me
let
to
me
it.
go in there with you and check out what you're trying to
Are you
package.
sure?
Pulled out the ruler. You're like, you're only going to need half of that, sir.
What
Let me
Victoria's
see.
Secrets
Let
are
me
you
see.
shopping at? Are you sure this is regulation shit? What if you just went there and some woman was like, I'm going in with you. Let me see those. Dude.
Oh God,
got
I kid you not. I
scammed.
had to try on these like work pants or whatever at Walmart the other day. And
Did someone go in there with you,
lady,
too?
No, so this lady,
Check your
speaking
breast
of
size
which,
for those
no.
work pants.
Right?
And I'm like going to I'm like shutting the door, and she puts her hand there,
No,
and she's
no,
like, no,
please
let me
not.
just get this, and she comes inside like this like kind of elderly woman and grabs a hanger that's on the ground, and I was like, okay, thank you. And now I'm feeling rather like claustrophobic because like this lady's inside the dressing room with me, the door is half shut, and I was like, okay, thank you. And like she's walking out to go leave, and I'm going to shut the door again, and she stops it again for the second time. She's like, let me get this tag, and there was like this like random piece of trash sitting on the bench, and I'm like, it's okay. And she goes and she walks me. She's like, okay, I'll leave you alone now. And I was like, was that necessary?
Right?
Who knew the Walmart
was so
employees were
weird.
so meticulous
Right?
about their job?
It was
Yeah.
so weird. Yeah.
Do you ever think of changing her
Meanwhile,
life
she
forever?
ignored me for the first freaking 5 minutes as I'm waiting to
Shove
get
her
in
neck
there.
against it, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? She just change her life forever.
Right?
Yeah.
You will never come in a dressing room with me again.
Wouldn't get the fucking you know?
Little aggressive.
Right?
She was
Just get
just,
out.
she was just being, trying to clean up, but
Right?
yeah, that
Push her,
was, that
she
was
makes
weird.
that screech sound on the floor.
Yeah.
I always thought that sound was funny when people slip and fall. And it's like, makes that quick noise. Ah, it hurts though. I fell today, so I can be negative
Twice.
about people falling. Twice.
Twice you
and
fell.
really, the hip, back, leg
Embarrassing things to do.
falling in public when people see you and all yours.
Next week's topic: embarrassing things to do.
Yes.
Yes.
So the guy looks at me and he goes, "Is it this kind of headlight or that kind of headlight?" And I go, "You got me. I don't know anything about cars."
Hey!
You got me.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's like,
Yeah.
"Did you drive it here?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Let's go. Let's take a walk." And I was like, "Oh, jeez."
Which one did he go to?
Right there on Shrewsbury Street.
Ah.
I gotta say, he's probably dealt with people like me constantly, and he was super nice.
Yeah.
He would walk out to the car. He's like, "Yeah, okay. I just had to check to see if it was like the whole thing or this thing or whatever." I was like, "I still don't know what you're talking about." And he goes, "Here you go." And of course, he hands
Why
me.
are you talking in Japanese to me?
He hands me the box, and on the box there is a picture, a drawing of a square headlight, and the Jeep's headlight, of course, is round.
Oh, no.
So before I pay for the item, of course, I have to be like, Is it really a round one inside? Because the drawing on the outside
Yeah.
is a square one, and we just went and looked at it, sir. You know that it's a circle,
Yeah.
not a square. And he goes, oh, no,
You're
no.
like,
He
I
goes-
know my shapes
he
at
goes-
least.
he goes, no, they're all the same. And I'm like, they're obviously not the same, sir, because we had to go take a walk
Yeah.
and
yeah.
investigate
Right?
the situation.
True.
But yeah, no, everything was fine. It was like
Nice.
$13, and I was in and out. And I changed the headlight
That's pretty
myself.
cheap.
and
You did it
I'll
yourself.
tell you, I feel like a goddamn mechanic.
Right.
You've been
after
changing all sorts of things lately.
Yes, but not by myself. My brother helped me
Well,
replace
yes.
my exhaust system. He helped
He's
me.
been very nice to you.
Yeah, twice now we've done my drum brakes, one on each side. Let me tell you, those are a fucking mess.
Yeah.
If you got drum brakes, those are. I can't believe they work. That's a mess. in
Yeah?
there. Yeah, you ever played the game Mousetrap?
Yes.
Yes.
It looks just like that.
Oh,
all
gosh.
these things that
Really?
work together for no reason. I feel like I had to roll a dice and
You're
pull
like,
the emergency brake.
do you even need these? You have extra parts in the end? I
There's
don't know.
springs that are attached to other springs, and they all feel like they're just gonna fall off all at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, and in putting them together, sometimes they did.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it should work or do anything. Drum brakes.
Drum break.
Next week's episode.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's about time to wrap this day up. What do you guys
Yeah?
think?
Yeah. Shitty
Sure.
Natalie Portman movies. I used to be embarrassed to buy those because I
Yeah?
used to love them.
Wait,
Shitty now?
she makes shitty
Well-
shitty movies?
Yeah. Where? What
You
was
got
the name?
really interested.
Yeah.
Where the Heart Is. I love that movie, but I was embarrassed to buy it, and I did buy it. You remember that one, right? We
No.
discussed it, I think. Isn't that the one where the Walmart baby, Americas? She
No.
has the baby in Walmart, and then she starts living with what's her face from the movie Grease.
Are you secretly on some other podcast that you're confusing us with?
No, you've never seen Where the
He's
Heart Is
cheating
with
on us.
He
Natalie
is.
Portman.
I hope they're less viewed than we are. That might not be possible.
Brian, it's a lovely
Aw.
film.
We have views.
You should. It's a, one of those Gilbert
From the
Grape
heart,
type
yeah.
movies.
Oh,
You know-
Gilbert.
I'd be all
keep
about
bringing it up.
watching it if Fuller House season 2 didn't just come out.
Oh, I
on
didn't
Netflix.
watch it yet. Did you watch it?
Oh no, I can't wait.
No.
We're about to
Yeah, I didn't
marathon it
watch
tonight.
Nice.
You watched season 1?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's so bad it's good.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to
That's
watch Fuller
true.
House season 2. Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's wrap this
Yeah.
sucker up. I got some editing to do and a long week of reviews, and
Yes.
Gaming
Limp-
Without Parole,
limp
and
outta
Let's
here.
Plays. So thank you guys for watching our channel. Thank you for watching our show.
Yes,
Make sure you
thank you.
subscribe and support us and do whatever. Tell your friends to subscribe too.
Yes.
Our goal is 1,000 subscribers by
1,000
New Year's.
by New Year's.
Yeah,
Let's
we're,
hit it,
we're
yo.
getting there. A couple hundred
Yo.
more.
Yeah, well, 170 more at this point.
Oh
which
wait, we're at
100%. We're-
eight something.
we're
That's right.
830, I think, right now.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
actually really close. So that would
Yeah.
that would be our Christmas present.
Right?
Yep. So
Nice.
When I remember when we got a big boost in subscribers like last month or something, and we went from like 400 to 500 in like 1 week,
Yeah.
and I was like, I made like this ludicrous in my head goal to hit 1,000 by New Year's, and I was like, we're never gonna do it. We're never gonna do it. And now like we were totally on track
we're
to
totally
do it.
gonna
Getting
do
so
it.
close.
So thank
With
you guys
your
for
help.
watching.
Yeah.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like we were just doing this for fun, and
Yeah.
and now I'm doing it because it's even more fun.
Yeah.
Because people
It
are
is
watching.
more fun.
I hope there's
Gives me
questions for
something to look
next
forward
week.
to a week every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, and we need to tell you as soon as the camera stops rolling about the new show we want to do.
Oh.
So if you're curious about what that is, leave a comment below, and maybe we'll tell you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
but
not.
But maybe
Yeah.
we won't.
Maybe.
we
Maybe.
won't.
What are we looking at?
What is it saying? Words?
No. I'm just looking at us. We all look
Oh, the
adorable.
little boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. This is Michelle. And we'll see you next week.
Goodbye. Ciao. Au revoir.
You say ciao every time.
Is it every time?
But you
Every
say
time.
Arrivederci every time?
I don't think I've
Arrivederci.
ever said it.
No.
Yeah, you have.
I said it.
You said it once.
Arrivederci. Really?
Yes, because you said it better than I did.
We're keeping
Really?
tallies of what you say.
Wow.
I actually have a notebook full of everything. Just writing it
You
all
write-
down.
You just sit there and listen to the podcast and write it down word for
And
word.
today on the
Jeremy
podcast-
says, blah, blah, blah. It's insane. And then it's all like
Oh, it's insane. Yeah.
puffed up.
Big
Someone
mess.
finds it under your
Big
bed
mess.
in a box.
No.
Cutouts of birds'
No,
heads.
it's a little lock. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So
Bird's head. What?
Yeah, who knows?
you found a bird's head in a box?
Insane shit. Pencil shavings, in a
little
box.
bit of hair, like a dread.
Yeah, yeah. G.I. Joe mysteriously
What?
in there.
This is all stuff under my bed.
Right? It's all stuff under my bed, yeah.